Coach.
Coach, no Owen tonight. What'd you think of Evan and Riley and Lodgy playing in that 5 spot for you?
You know, and Carter, we put him in there. Just really proud of our bench. 37 points off the bench. We got great play. Not only was Owen not here, Peyton's in foul trouble, Lodgy's in foul trouble. And that's what the real good teams do. Somebody else steps up and plays well. They were all great, especially Riley.
I was going to say, Fran, I mean, I think your bench only had 2 turnovers on the night, too, so they were scoring, but they were also taking care of the basketball.
Well, especially in this game because of how they press. I mean, they're flying around in the backcourt. They're pressing on, made baskets, made free throws, missed free throws, dead balls, ball out of bounds on the side of the backcourt. They're running and jumping. And so what that does is it requires everybody to pass and catch, everybody to handle the ball. And we did a great job of that.
It seemed like Sadhu was pretty key in that, too.
You know, I knew he would be. That's one of his greatest strengths. He just, you can't speed him up. He plays at his pace. He makes plays for other people. He makes plays for himself, but he almost, I think, appreciates making plays for others more. And always has his head up. You know, he never panics. And boy, he was spectacular in recognizing when to go, when not to go, when to move it, when to bring it.
Josh was really good tonight. Stats all over the board there.
Yeah, I mean, Josh seemed like he made every shot. You know, and he gets going early. You know, he's a handful. We started going to him a little bit, but you know, typically we get it to him, you know, sort of organically with our offense, and he's such a complete player. I mean, he never rattles, and plays well at both ends.
Drew and Sadhu, it seems like both of them have fit in like just seamlessly. Why do you feel like that's the case?
Well, I think 2 things. They're really smart and they're really tough. And they both have character. You know, so they came here wanting to make an impact, wanted to play at this level, and they're both doing it incredibly successfully. But their attitudes, the way they fit into the locker room, which is evident, I think that's what you're pointing out. Not only have they fit in as a program, but just, you know, they're 2 new guys, you know, along with the 2 freshmen. So they're trying to pick things up on the fly. It's sometimes not easy, but they're students of the game, and you know, I'm thrilled we have them and really proud of them both.
Fran, talking about Josh a little bit more. It feels like, and I know you said this from last season, he was the most efficient offensive player in the league. It still kind of feels like he's underrated with Owen and Peyton on the roster. I mean, do you agree with that? Because he's going out there and scoring 23 points.
I don't know what else he has to do. I mean, I'm not underrating him. I mean,
Sure.
if people want to do that, you know, it'll change.
There was news today about a recruit, and I know you're not going to talk about him, but you have a few other players of either African descent or who were born there, maybe lived there a good while. They seem to fit in really well in your program. Can you elaborate on that?
Well, you know, I think they fit well into this institution, into this state. I think our style of play fits all of them. But, you know, it's been impressive to me how easy it has been to coach those guys. They're innately workers. It's just they work. They listen. They want to do what the coach asks them to do. If anything, I try to get them to be a little more free-flowing and just trust your talent and make plays. And you're seeing that more with Lodgy this year. And you'll see it with Chris as he you know, and Sadhu's doing it already. I mean, you know, he's that kind of guy, and I have no doubt that our addition will do the same.
When you've gone into the portal, whether it be Phillip, Ben, Sadhu, Drew, they've all been lower major guys that are making the jump up to the Big Ten. What do you see in those guys that makes you believe that they can make that jump?
Well, they were all phenomenally successful. And remember, I coached at that level for a good portion of my career. I know how hard it is to be a good player at that level and to win consistently the way those guys did, put the numbers up that they did. But when you get to know them as people then it makes the decision really easy. I mean, every one of those guys you just mentioned, just phenomenal human beings, leaders in the locker room, fun to be around. And you can trust them. You can trust them on the court. You trust them off the court. They come in, and you want those guys to make good decisions off the court and to be committed to getting better and to be committed to winning. Not one of those guys is selfish.
Fran, when it comes
Last
to
question, Dan.
we know Cooper Koch can shoot the basketball, and sometimes freshmen, after they miss a couple shots, they kind of shy away. He just started taking it to the rack. He had that big putback. I guess how encouraging is that to see this early in his career?
I just bumped into his dad. I said, boy, he's this close. I mean, he missed 4 shots, and he hasn't missed 4 shots like that since he came to camp in 2nd grade. And the way he responded was so impressive. And I told him that after the game. I mean, they were flying, because we were making some threes. Now they're flying it, rip and drive and go finish. Get to the free throw line. It's kind of a scrambled game, so go tip dunk one. I mean, get back. He's rebounding. I'm just really proud of how he responded, because it would have been easy to hang your head when you have 4 go in and out on you when you're open. Trust me, he'll make 8 one day.
All right, thanks.